It's like crashing. My OBS, everything starts crashing. Hope it's stable now. I don't know. Hopefully it won't crash. Well, I added Nightbot to YouTube. That shouldn't crash my OBS, right? I'm scared to go into my browser here. Scott, thanks. What did I do? I don't know what I did. I'm scared to touch anything on here. Is it gonna crash? Is it gonna crash? Is it gonna crash? I don't know. Scott, oh, I see. I didn't see the super chat. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you for that super chat. Oh no, I'm getting a phone call. Did my camera go to get off? Hold on, my camera should go back in a minute. I don't know. There we go. I'm using my phone as a camera on YouTube. So I apologize. If it goes off, I get phone calls. I should disable that, right? But no one really calls me. So thank you again, Scott. I thought I'd go on a little bit earlier, see if that helps. There's probably a lot going on. Probably a lot of streamers. Let's see this one. Creepy melodic backing track. YT jam tracks in A minor. I don't know, it's pretty spooky. I don't know, I'm kind of spooked out on this one. Yes, there's two YouTube things going on, two chats. And I figured out last night if I run one in portrait mode, vertical, and one in landscape, we got two chats going on, right? And then if I play any covers, um, I can still have both videos up, and I'll trim out all the covers on the one, and I can monetize on the one video, and the other one they don't monetize. They can block it or whatever, and hear the covers. So I'm gonna try that out for a while. So if you want to hear just jams like this, you'll go to the one, and it'll be trimmed out with all the covers on it. And the other one will have the covers in it, but I just won't be able to monetize anything. Moody Boob, thank you so much. I know, it's a lot of work, Vernon. Tom Raines, how are you doing? I don't know where my water is. Does the stream sound okay though? I mean, for what it is. Hope it doesn't crash. It crashed like 4 times on me. I have no idea what this was. Maybe it was an update with OBS. I don't know. Maybe it's something to do with browsers. Something weird. Ricky Hopper. See, I didn't see that one. I didn't see Ricky Hopper saying hi. Oh, your kitty's doing bad tonight. No, I don't want to hear that. Don't like when kitties are bad. Or sick. Yeah, when they hide, that's a sign, right? Maybe they just work it out for a while. This isn't freezing now, right? I hope it's not freezing. Okay, that's good. I'm good on the Twitchers. I don't know. 15 says 15 viewers on Twitch and then like 6 on YouTube. I don't know if there's a market for me on here. Or I'm doing the wrong times, wrong channels. I tried to go earlier. Nothing's working. So what's going on this weekend? What have you guys been up to? Kill them all. Everything's been smooth. Well, let's try another jam, I guess. To another jam. Let's see. Ricky Hopper, thank you for that super chat. Wow. Super chat is awesome. Let's see what I can jam on here. I don't know what key I should jam in. I don't know. Maybe because I don't sing. Maybe I should sing, but I can't. I'm not a singer. I'm not playing modern metal. That's probably it. I should be playing some like heavy stuff. I never learned any heavy things. My switch is going. You heard that. What is my favorite brand of strings? I like Ernie Ball strings. That's what's on here. 9, and I use 9 gauge. You're packing up and getting ready to move. Are you really? How far travel is that? It's got to be a big move, right? Cecilia? Kirby. This track is weird. Oh, Jim, you're still on. Ricky Hopper, did you just give me another super chat? Oh my god. Still with me out here? That's true. Do it now while you can. That was a tricky one because I threw in some chords out of the key. Meaning of love. Sounds like that? Ricky Hopper, I appreciate that. That's awesome. Thank you so much. Let's see what else. What else I got? What other backing tracks can I jam to? They're all minor. They're all minor backing tracks. Here's a heroic synthwave. I think we did this one once before. Ricky Hopper. Thank you. I'm almost at my goal for cashing out. I don't have a lot of gigs coming up. I'm off for the next 3 weeks, so. I think I streamed like almost every day this week. Do you know King for a Day? I don't know that song. Timmers. I know I'm early. Please like and subscribe on YouTube. Please like.
Gentlemen, this is Democracy Manifest.
It's supposed to be a Bogner amp. Remember, I stick with the same stuff. I never change it for a while. I'll probably never change the sound for like months, maybe up to a year. It's not. It sounds really munchy. Rocket Ride. What's that? Isn't it somewhere? freely. It was great. Did YouTube get on you for any of that Kiss stuff? Yes, of course it did. That's why I trimmed it all out. Small classical piece. I don't know if I have any small classical pieces. I have I forgot it. Oh my god, that's been. Can't believe I forgot this track. How did it go? Wow. You should just like that was like my go-to, and now it's like gone in my memory. Yeah, that's off. Oh. I can play you I have no idea how they get away with it. All this. I'm sorry. Cold gin. Would I get strike for cold gin? Here's my cold gin. Ricky Hopper, thank you for that super chat. That was for Ron there. A lot of cold gin riff, I guess. Leave for home. That's all I got for that. Okay, let's see what else we got for jam tracks. Let's see, dark ballad guitar in D minor. Is that a good one? Ooh, it's dark. Is it too dark? laser. Ah, that was a weird one. I was getting kind of worried there, Vernon. I was getting worried. Louis the Lion likes it. Keep that one going, or just keep it going? Freestyle jams. Let's pick another one. I don't know. Almost an hour on here. This is early for us, right? We're early. Is it Pepe? PP? What is it? Nice to see you. I've been forgetting a lot lately. I ran into someone in the local Walmart here, and I haven't seen her in I haven't seen her like 20 something years or more, probably longer. But then I saw her a couple years ago, but I couldn't remember her name. Like I ran into her a couple days ago, and I was like, I just ran into her a couple years ago. How come I can't remember her name? And I knew this person really well, like. So, I think it's old age sitting in, right? Is that what it is? How about something from George Lynch? I would like to. How about a George Lynch style backing track? Trying to stay away from the stuff. Let's see. This is an A minor. I don't know. Is he an A minor guy? I have no idea. I couldn't remember her name. I think I still can't. I think it was Jennifer. This is the guy demoing. He's soloing first. George Lynch's backing track and 80s style. Where's the backing track? There we go. I should start making backing tracks. I'm bad, Robert. I'm bad at names. Oh, I do covers still. I do covers. I might do some covers later. Is that like Lynch a little bit? I don't know. Trying to do the channel George Lynch thing. Louis, thank you for that super chat. Oh my god, super chats are crazy. Super chat, super chat. What are you watching on? Are you on the widescreen version? Are you on you? Oh, you're on Twitch. No, you're on YouTube. You're on the big screen one, right? You're not on the vertical one. I gotta keep on thinking it's an A minor. What should you practice first, music theory or finger technique? What do you want to try to play though? I would do it together, you know. But there's a lot of exercises you could do. YouTube and Twitch, so you're on the widescreen one, not the vertical one. That's why I couldn't see it on the screen here. But I saw it in my alerts here. Nice. Wizard level. How did I learn theory? Well, I think at first I only knew like the basic blues scales and stuff. I didn't even know what they were. And then I started learning scales, and then I started figuring out the notes in the scale and figuring out the fretboard, so I can, you know, what's on each key. Like G's has an F sharp in it, you know, and everything, and you're finding all these notes and you're building chords. I think that unlocks a lot of stuff when you figure out how to build a chord from a scale, and you figure like, oh, there's G, B, D. Then the inversion of it. You find all the inversions. You're like, oh, this is making sense. And then you start getting into like altered chords and stuff like that. Like, why is this a sharp 9? Why is it what's an E7? Then where's that sharp 9? You start figuring that stuff out. Little by little, it starts to make sense. And then you work on your techniques and start going like, oh, I'm going to do like little exercises. That's just like basic pentatonic there. And you do that with a metronome, you do it slow, and it takes time. It takes, like, to do this lick, like, which is a Paul Gilbert lick. It was like one of his instructional videos, his early ones. And when I started learning that, you know, with a metronome, because I couldn't do that fast, I was like, there's no way. But with a metronome, it took hours. And hours and hours and hours and training your right hand or your left hand if you're left-handed. Trying to make all the other notes muted while you're doing that. I mean, that's tough to do. That's your technique-wise, but for theory-wise, you can put it together. Yeah, don't go. Like, I had a student come to me and he had this book and he was showing, it was just so confusing. I was like, what is this book? And it was showing like how to play notes, like different ways to play a note on the string, but it wasn't doing it in order. It was doing like, oh, here's a G, here's a G, you know? And then it would go to a totally different note, the G's, and it's like, why didn't it just stay with the, like, or it would do this, then do thirds, but it would do it in a different chord, so it wasn't structured right. It was like, oh man, just learn your strings, and then you want to learn your intervals, you know. There's your second, there's your third, there's your fourth, there's your fifth, your 6, major 7. How many hours did it take you to get the speed? Well, I was already playing songs, like, and I was playing. I was playing songs like that. I was learning all these solos, but I didn't know what key it was. I didn't know what thing it was. So I was building technique that way. But the speed-wise is when I did start to take lessons, and they showed me scales, you know, and picking down, up, I was doing that, and then I started to get into more players like Paul Gilbert and Vinnie Moore, and then they were showing stuff like scales, doing things like that, and you're going, oh, and you do that with metronome. And it would be really, 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 really slow. And then until I felt confident, then I kept on boosting it up. And then again, it took hours and days until I felt really tight to do that. That backing track sounded a little bit like Rainbow in the Dark. Yeah, it did. Cowwoman, nice to see ya. Getting super chats. Drink the blood. Drink the blood, guitar. Yes, that's what I do too. I drink blood at night. I don't know. YouTube is. I don't know what's going on with YouTube. Maybe I'm doing too much YouTube. Maybe it's saying like you gotta pick one or the other. I don't know how to say this name. Rithering Grandma Pill? Thank you. Oh, I don't know what makes him a great player. I think his knowledge of chords. He does those. He knows all those jazz chords. Forgot the riff. Yeah, I think it's all about his chords, his chord choices. It's all rockabilly stuff. I always do that lick whenever I do this kind of chord. So I got 14 on one and 13 on the other watching. That's wild. Blitz. I didn't even see your comment. There you go. See, it's not coming through on my screen who's playing what. Or who's the chat's not coming through. All right, let's pick another backing track. Let's see. What do we got? A lot of 80s backing tracks. What else? Trying to pick one here. It's being banned. It's probably banning me. It's probably, it's banning me. Fish in a Spacesuit. It's from the Tone X1. It's supposed to be a Bogner. So it's like a simulator. just gonna pick something random. Welcome, Chunky Mushroom. Thank you so much for the raid. We're just jamming along the random backing tracks here. Would you put on their Highway Star? Alright, this is where I'm gonna have to... Oh, there's Kitty. This is where I'm gonna have to edit out this later. There's Kitty. star. You're welcome, Vernon. $50 billion bits. Yo. Gifted a sub to Dr. Groove. Thank you. Thank you guys for subscribing to YouTube and stuff like that. And thank you. Thank you for the raid. I do that one if you want me to do some Van Halen. Or let's see if I can find some Van Halen. I forgot what tuning this is in. Hold on. It's been a while since I played Van Halen. Well, if you ever listen to the songs like I'm the One, his swing techniques. Feels like got a doing it. A lot of people play it. It's not like that. If you slow it down, you hear them. Same with like what do you call it? There's like a swing to that song too. It's like it's insane. Where is it? Is this it? I don't know. I gotta find the right key for this because it's not the right key. Is it up here? Where is it? Screwed this up. Well, I gotta find the right key for Panama. I'm trying to do Panama. That's too high. Barrel, barrel, barrel. Hold on a second. I know it's like in between. I know I gotta drop it down. Something. Let's hear. Let's see if I'm close here. Close. That's close, right? I think that's close. My ear's off tonight. Sound okay? Good level? Panama. It's cover time. What else we got? 50 billion bits. Cheers. Super chats. What's another Van Halen? There's ain't talking about that. I have to raise that up a key. Um, for 50 billion bits. This is loud. You need cold liquids. 5-cent track. 5-cent tech. What's going on? One blue strat. I didn't even see that. 100 bits. Happy double birthday. I know. I'm old. I'm old. Curtis. What does that say? After Dizon. Is that a song? Where was the link? I didn't see it. No, I'm happy to play it if you want. I don't know. Thank you so much. Thanks for those cheers. I don't know if I remember the solo now. Doodle-doo-doos. That was a good one. I need a place to Daryl. Oh, there's the link. Oh, is this? Is this it? I don't know. Is this a backing track or something? Am I allowed to play this? What key is this in? I don't know. Ooh, it's jazzy. I don't know if I can solo this. This might be too crazy. I think we're all a big family here. 2 hours long. That's a wild track. I like it. I like it. It was a good choice. The link, I was looking at my email for the link, and I didn't think I'm not on the Twitch dashboard. And there it was. That's why I couldn't find it. More chromatics. I know, right? That's all I just do that. Thanks for the follows, guys. Tiki Jess, Ghost. Oh, you rated me, Ghost. Thank you so much for coming in. I didn't see that. I was too into the jam. Be sure to follow Kojima. Did I say it right? Kojima. I was super focused. Like the berry. I'm usually like starting my stream about now. And I've been on now for almost 2 hours. It's crazy. Goji. Is that better? Yes. Fellow guitarist. Awesome. Thank you for the raid. Do you ever like you're playing and you rub your eye with this when you touch your strings and now it's burning? That's what happened to me just now. My eye is like burning. Oh, my lovin' Beatles. Was that even on my list? I don't even think I had that. Where is it? I don't remember that one. Where's the start? Where's the start? I don't remember the solo. I think that's a solo. Because he plays it all in one position, you know that? Right? Doesn't he play it in one position? Will I get banned for Beatles? I don't get the right sound though. This song. Close your eyes. Close your eyes and I'll miss you tomorrow. I'll miss you. Remember, I'll always miss you. There's like no bass. I can't hear any bass in this backing track. This is like awful backing track. Is there bass on this one? I have to learn this melody. I know it's in a... Totally forgot the chords. Yeah, I have to learn that melody. That would be a good one to do. That'd be a good one. We usually do the I'm trying to find that Bowie track I used to jam to. I try my best. I don't know.
I'm an alligator. I'm a mama, papa calling for you. I'm a space invader. I'll be a rock and rollin' bitch for you. Keep your mouth shut. Smoke another big monkey bird. I'm busting up a
Barrel, barrel, barrel. Alex T. Alex T. Alex's T. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you.